host, Ladidria, the Overcomer. I am passionate about helping you take your life to the next level and overcoming obstacles that may try to weigh you down. So, thank you for following me. Let's get it. Today's topic is avoid bad stress and stay young. Don't that sound good? Well, one way to stay young and to hold back the aging process is to avoid excessive exposure to stress. Stress is a part of everyday life, and some stress is actually good for you. So, let's face it, life would be pretty bland without some stress to add a bit of spice. But when things get out of hand, excessive stress can have a profound effect on your body, physical body and psychological well being. If all isn't right on the inside, that often reflects on the outside. And in many cases, you know, it really causes you to look older than you really are. So there are two ways of coping with excessive stress. One is to just deal with the stress, deal with the stress and find ways of overcoming it, or just avoid it altogether. Let's look at how you can deal with stress. The best way to deal with stress is just to relax. And relaxation is different for different people. For some people, it might be following a hobby, or it might be playing a sport or watching a favorite team. Might be, taking a vacation or a short break like me, or even just putting some distance between you and that stressful situation. Another way of dealing with stress is through massage. OMG, I cannot stress this enough. I can personally attest to the fact that this does work. Some years ago, I was under a lot of stress. I had a job I hated working, and the boss didn't like me, wanted to get me fired at every opportunity. I had split up with my man at the time. We had been going out for a couple of years, and it just didn't quite work. It had pretty much ran its course. And, the mental turned physical, and my body began to ache like hell. So I decided to visit a massage therapist, and that day changed my life forever. Do you hear me? I became a spa junkie. I love to get massages so much. I started my own second business venture in the industry. Super Hands Therapy is a mobile spa. We're 5-star rating mobile spa who brings services right to your doorstep. And right now we're servicing 40 states. So, I'm just letting you know, reach out if you need some relaxation and some stress relief. We are, how would I say it? Put your body in good hands, basically what it says on the screen. So, but just to get back to the best way to avoid stress, is to just not deal with it in the first place, just avoid it all altogether. Just all the stressful, negative, toxic, unhealthy relationships, environments, avoid it. This isn't always possible, I know, and it's stressful when you can't, but you can do some things to minimize the situations that cause stress for you. Think about what is causing you to be stressed and devise the ways of dealing with them. Let's take workplace stress, for example. Lots of people feel very stressed at work. And in my own case, from when I was going through a very stressful time, I found that the only way to actually deal with the stress was to basically find another job or start my own thing. I was quite clear that my boss hated my guts and he was going to get me fired sooner or later. So, I was like, I might as well just start my own company. And that's what I did. And my stress levels went down quite considerably. So if you have a job, again, discussing the situations with your superiors is probably the best thing you can do. In my case, it wouldn't have made any difference, but in other cases, it can help. Something else you can do is just turn off your work cell phone out of hours. So you're not getting work calls when you're you're on your own time with your family. And likewise, not checking work emails at home, socializing with people from outside your work, finding a different way of getting to and from your workplace, you know. Um, Let me go back to socializing with people from when you socialize with people from outside your work, then you're going to talk about something different. It's going to take your mind off work and it's not going to be quite stressful, you know, and, just find a way to get to and from your workplace. It's very stressful. You might want to change your route. You might want to drive a different route. You might want to take a public transportation instead of driving. Sometimes actually getting to your work can be very stressful. So, but finally, if nothing else is going to work, then you have to do what I did, which is change jobs if necessary, change careers, start a business. Now, if you're an entrepreneur, then your stress levels can be almost off the charts compared to people who have a job. And what you need to try to do is just keep the stress levels down. Is first of all, keep regular hours. I know when you're an entrepreneur, you can keep thinking about your business all the time and you want to create, but you want to make sure that you keep regular hours, that you're only available to clients during regular office hours, and that you only work during office hours, and that you actually do take some time off. You know, you want to have a dedicated place to work from. This could be a room in your home, if you have a home office, and if you have if you don't have a lot of space at home, and just have somewhere that's a dedicated place in your living room. You know, get an old-fashioned roll top desk that you can shut, and basically separate you from your work physically from time to time. You know, you should obviously take regular breaks. You should take regular vacations. You should take time off. And when you're not involved in running your business, you should make more, how would I say it? You should make sure, when you are not involved in running your business, you should make sure that you have a job that your cell phone is turned off. Like, you got to make that your business to turn off your business phone. I can't stress that enough. You know, not checking your emails and stuff. Just get some time away from work. I had a hard time doing this when I was first starting off, and I still do. I just so I'll look up and I haven't even ate, and some stuff we just got to outsource to other people, delegate tasks that you find is stressful. you know I know a lot of people find, you know doing the books to be very stressful, so hire a bookkeeper. I had to finally hire a bookkeeper to do that for me, because it can be stressful. Of course, that frees up more time anyway for you to do things that you enjoy and for you to actually work on your business. Also, you want to network with people in your industry. This is very important, because any problems that you are facing, that are making you stressed, and, are also going to be problems that other people in the industry are facing. So networking is a good thing. And when you talk to people in your industry and share your problems, then there's a good chance that someone is going to say, that happened to me and I done such and such. So you can always learn from each other. Um, that's going to solve the problem, and you're not going to be stressed out about it. There's a couple ways you can do this. You can do this in person, or you can do it via a discussion forum. And there's a lot of them on the internet, if you just want to do a search, and if your industry and follow it. So, you're bound to find quite a few. But once you spend time, on there, and you got to know other people on a forum, it can be very useful and very helpful. Of course, it can help you to avoid, a lot of stress in your life, because as an entrepreneur, I mean, Oh my God, I can't explain the stress that it is, that that you have when you're an entrepreneur, when you are the boss of your own lifestyle and your work. So these things will definitely keep you stress free. And I thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you have a wonderful, amazing day.